Welcome back to Game & Watch Gallery, everyone! I am the MoeChicken, and today we are going to be going on to Fire! Here we go! Once again, we will start with the classic mode. In the last episode, I started with the hard because I thought I was a cool guy. We're gonna do the easy ones. So, this might be my favorite game on this collection. Just because it's just so, like, it's simple, it's fun, it's really easy to understand, and you can go on with it forever. It could also get insane at later points, and it's really fun. So, obviously the objective is you just have to make sure you are underneath the falling people when they strike the sort of level of the two ambulance workers, and you just gotta bounce them over into the thing. Now, this is something that's like, I feel like I saw this a lot in like old cartoons. The idea of like the rescuers and in like the firemen trying to rescue people by like pulling out like a trampoline, like they'd hold like a trampoline between them, and the people would like jump out and then like land on the trampoline, and like that's how they'd save them. Is that a thing? Do people still do that? That seems incredibly dangerous. I mean, I guess if you're rescuing someone from a burning building, you know, it's like you're gonna do what you can, but like this always seemed like an extremely dangerous thing to me. But yeah, that's the goal. And like, as you can see, they jump out at different times, and like I think later on they'll start to jump from lower windows too. So it becomes even more dangerous, and it's awesome. It's super cool. Love this game. What's great about this one, too, is that, like, not all of the modern interpretations are as good as the, like, originals, I would say. Like, of the originals, I'd say probably the best one on this collection is either Fire or Octopus. Of the modern ones, probably either Fire or Oil Panic. Oil Panic is really fun in the modern version. But, like, I like the fact that, you know, not only are they sort of faithful recreation, not only the modern ones faithful recreations, and the classic ones are faithful recreations, because, again, I've played some of the originals. Like, I've tried to play my copy of Octopus, and so I know that, like, it's pretty accurate. But like the modern ones just have just a little bit about them that makes them like unique and a little bit different, and it's super cool. So once again, happy to be playing Game & Watch. Hope y'all love it. Hope y'all enjoy it. Hope y'all try it too. I mean, like, I don't actually know the best way to get your hands on Game & Watch games nowadays, other than like just trying to track them down on eBay, which I don't really recommend, frankly. They're way overpriced. Like the couple that I have, like the reason I have obscure ones like Donkey Kong 3 and like the Super Mario Brothers ones is because like you just can't find the famous ones. Like the reason I got my Octopus one is because it was broken. You know, it's like it was affordable because it was mostly broken. If you tried to find like a copy of like Fire, it'd be like several $100s probably. So there's probably better ways to play it. You know, if you could find a copy of Game & Watch Gallery, that's a good way. And they actually made 3 Game & Watch Gallery games, which I may play, like, I'll have to decide if I want to keep this just like oh no! Oh, he broke his hips! I'll have to decide if I want to keep this just like a 4-episode series, or if I want to do all of them. Because I think in total across all of the Game Boy games, there's probably 14, maybe? So I don't know if a 14-episode series of Game & Watch Gallery would really play very well, but we'll see. We'll see. I'll probably record like the first 4 today, and then see if people are into it, and then we can record more. And hopefully y'all will be into it so I can play more of it. Because I would love to play more Game & Watch games. Because I think they're super fun. So another interesting thing about this particular game that I didn't know for a while is that if you've ever played Earthworm Jim 2, there is an almost perfect recreation of this game, Fire, in Earthworm Jim 2, where you're trying to, like, save Peter Puppy's puppies. Yeah, there we go. Nice. Okay, I already got that guy. You're trying to save Peter Puppy's puppies from being, like, tossed around by Psychro. And, you have to do it using what is described in the manual as the Marshmallow O' Love, which is just a big old marshmallow that Jim is running around with. And it's pretty cool because you can, like, you can dive in that one, which I think is something that the original... I mean, the original only has 3 spaces to move, so you don't really need to dive, but it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. We're doing good too. We're doing good. I'm gonna try to get to 400 in each of these episodes if I can, so we can unlock as much of the gallery as possible. At the very least, so we can unlock all of the easy versions. I actually, some time ago, I tried to stream Game & Watch Gallery, but my stream equipment wouldn't work with it, which I was super disappointed about. And actually, now that I think about it, that may be why the battery pack doesn't work anymore, which would be unfortunate. It may have been like, I don't know, maybe like when I tried to use it, it like flashed the card or something, which would suck. That'd be really unfortunate, because again, this is a very old game, and I have a lot of attachment to it, but such is life when you're working with technology that's this old. The other kind of funny thing about this version of the game is that, again, to kind of keep it a faithful reproduction, the only sound you hear is like the ticking, which is all you would hear in the original devices. Whereas for the modern ones, they gave them all music. And so, like, once it starts to get really going, you hear, like, there's like a lot of and it becomes very nerve-wracking. But so cool. But so cool. I don't honestly know who was kind of like responsible for Game & Watches. Oh no! I broke his hips. Curzes. And that sounds kind of weird to say it that way, but like, I know that the guy who made Metroid, whose name I now cannot remember, unfortunately. What's his name? He was a very important person at Nintendo at the time, and he invented, like, the Game Boy. And I wonder sort of who came up with the idea for these, because, like, it's got the kind of cartoon vibe that Miyamoto was famous for at the time. Like, apparently that was one of the oh no, nuts! Come on, I want to finish it. We're so close to 400. Come on. I know Miyamoto was very famous for, like, no! Oh, we got so close to 400. Boo! Boo! All right, hang on for just a second, y'all. I'm concerned my dinner's burning. Give me a sec. Okay, good news. Dinner was not burning. What had happened was that I was cooking a pizza, and apparently some of the cheese, like, fell off of it and landed on the oven, so I will now have to clean my oven later. Alright, so now, here, what we got here, we got Morrow, and we got Weege, and they're trying to rescue all these people jumping out of this up there. Okay, there was my timer. Got all these people jumping out of this burning building, and we're trying to get them into this little mushroom cart over here. And what's a little bit different about this from the regular version is that the different types of characters that come out bounce at different rates. So you can see Yoshi doesn't bounce quite as high as Toad does. And DK Jr. barely bounces at all. So you have to balance who you're bouncing. And this is why I say that, like, this version of the modern is the best one, because it gets really crazy later on, and I love it. I love the modern fire. The modern fire. Big fan of modern fire. Also, you saw the where there was that star. When a Yoshi egg comes out, it can either hatch into a star or it can hatch into a bomb. And if it hatches into a bomb, you have to intentionally miss it, because if you get it over to the carriage, it blows up the carriage, and then you take a hit. So it's such a cool rendition of this game. I really like it. I really like it a lot. Now, another thing that's sort of interesting about this... Oh no! Oh no! I dropped a toad! Another thing that I really like about this Game & Watch gallery is that it was sort of made during like what I'll call a transitional time for a lot of Nintendo's character designs. So, like, obviously, you know, we have like Mario and Luigi down there. And I mean, they look enough like Mario and Luigi. But if you saw in the first episode where Mario came out, and he sort of looked like off-model, you know? Like, he didn't really look like himself super well. And I think a lot of the Mario character, like the Mario universe designs, were kind of like codified during like the N64 era. Which, I mean, this would have been mid N64. But I think that a lot of the characters in this game are like off-model, which is sort of really cool to see, honestly. It's just kind of neat to see like these sort of Mario and Luigi characters, and like, I don't know, they have more character to them because they're not like the sort of homogenized versions that you see nowadays. Like, everybody looks like a little different. They look a little bit off. And I like that. I think that's really fun. I also like the fact that, I mean, you can see down there Mario and Luigi do look different from each other. They're not just, like, duplicated. You know, you can tell Mario's on the right, Luigi's on the left. You can even tell, like, when they hide behind the carriage after they mess up, you can tell which one's Mario and which one's Luigi, because Luigi has, like, a longer chin. It's just, I don't know. It's really neat. It's really neat, okay? If there's one thing I can if there's one thing I can convince you of through this series, it's go try this game. Game & Watch Gallery is awesome. And there's the princess! And she came out of the burning building and then went back into the burning building, which isn't great. But I guess she's gonna go down with the ship. She's like, no, I have to rescue all my guests first, and all of my servants. They must be saved before I'm willing to leave the burning building, because she's responsible. She's a responsible princess. Of course, the music gets faster as you move along, too, which is also fun. Ah, this is such a good version of Fire. This version of Fire is fire. As the modern youths of maybe like 5 years ago said. So the semi-modern youths, the partially modern youths would have said that. That carriage has got to be getting full at this point, though. Just absolutely chock-a-block full of toads. Just so many toads. And like a couple of Yoshis. And like some apes. I'm still trying to remember. Gunpei Yokoi. That's the guy who made the Game Boy. Yes. Very smart man, apparently. Died tragically, too. I want to say he died in a traffic accident or something. Like, he died... I think he died young because he got, like, hit by a car or something. It was something really sad. Like, he could have done many, many more things with his life, and then is just tragically cut short, if I remember correctly. Actually, yeah, Ed, just check, make sure I got that right. I'm not 100% sure on that. All I really know is that he did make Metroid, and he did make the Game Boy. Or he was heavily involved with the creation of the original Game Boy. Which I gotta say, I mean, that legacy alone is tremendous for Nintendo. Because, like, Nintendo, I mean, they're basically they are the champions as far as, like, handheld systems go, and they have been that way for many years now, you know? It's like, Game Boy was a huge hit, Game Boy Advance was a huge hit, DS was a huge hit, like, they're all really successful consoles, just because this guy had a cool idea. Okay, there's our first Bob-omb. Yes, you have to let the Bob-ombs fall. Or you get in trouble. Princess! Princess! Oh, she doesn't come- oh, because I don't have any injuries. Alright, so now we're gonna let everybody fall. Frickin' monkey! Heh. Save. Save. You thought I was gonna save you? Frickin' toad! Eat it! Yoshi? Don't care! He's so dizzy. So dizzy. Alright, here we go. Game over. And the brothers are just like, ah, it's fine, it's fine. Yeah, alright, so what do we get? Fire gives us Flagman. Released 6/5/1980, Silver Series. Get the same numbers that the COM. So I don't really know how this one works. I guess you're just supposed to, like, that timer on the side is how long you have to guess. It probably just gets faster and faster. So I've never played this one before. But isn't this cool? Like, I liked the fact that you could learn about other ones and you could play them. I will admit, as a kid, I secretly hoped that if you did well enough, it would let you play them. I don't think that's the case, but anyway, that's it for this episode. This was fire, and I thought it was fire, so I hope you also thought it was fire. I am the MoeChicken. This has been Game & Watch Gallery. Thanks for stopping by.